All right, welcome back to Resto 25 Mods. Today we're doing something a little different on our reviews. We decided to go out and get a bunch of different screwdriver sets and kind of give you a price range from the DIY. Just say straight up front, we are not comparing anything to Snap-on, Mac, Cornwell, head to head. We're not comparing USA to foreign. Get a lot of comments about that, so I want to clear that. If you can afford it and you work at a shop that the tool trucks come by, by all means support them guys. Buy tools from them. Now I would recommend you saving up and trying to buy straight out and getting a little more discount. But to each his own. But today we got 4 different sets of screwdrivers, and basically I would say 4 different price points. They're all under $100. You can get them all on sale from time to time, actually very regularly, to be honest with you. So without further ado, we're going to introduce our screwdrivers we got today. Right now we got an S&K set, come off of Amazon. It's a really good set. We'll go over the details in just a little bit, but got the S&K set here. We got the Doyle from Harbor Freight, and then we got a larger set from Amazon of Gearwrench that you've seen us use a lot, and we also have the Icon set. Now, with the price points, clearly these are all imports. I'm not comparing them to a Snap-on, Mac, or anything. One thing I will say, this is my personal experience with Gearwrench. They are a good company, and I'm assuming S&K is probably going to be the same thing. I had a warranty issue. It took almost 2 months to get a replacement. So right off the bat, number one, I'm going to favor the Doyle and the Icon on that aspect. We're going to give them a point for that. Just for the sheer fact is, if I break this Doyle screwdriver, I can go today and replace it. If I break this Gearwrench screwdriver, it might take me 2 weeks to get one sent to me, or it might take me 2 months. If I replace the S&K, I have not done any warranties with S&K because they are imports now, but that might even take me longer. I don't know. Icon, same thing. So we're gonna go ahead and give the Harbor Freight sets a point just for that. I mean, you break it, you go to the store, they'll replace it. Now, as for assortment, what I do like, I'm gonna give this is, and I'm gonna be very unbiased. We paid our own money for all 4 sets, so we have a lot of screwdrivers now. So we should never need any screwdrivers. I can say, the Gearwrench and the S&K both came with 2 torques, T20 and T25, or T15, T20 for the S&K, and I'm pretty sure T20 and T25 for the Gearwrench. Pretty sure, but they did come with 2 torques. So for them, I'm gonna give them a point for that, because Icon doesn't come with the torques, neither does the Doyle. They're more of a traditional set, pre-torques, and we know now most vehicles now do have torques. Now, Doyle sells torques, Icon has torques, a torque set, a little small torque set. So you can get them, but it didn't come with a set. So now, let's go with the cheapest. Now, this right here is the Doyle set. It's a 7-piece set. This set right here, this is your standard old-fashioned, back in the day screwdriver. I remember these growing up. Most screwdrivers like this had the little plastic shiny handle, clear handle. Had a little rubber grip on it for grip, and they work good. This set right here is the cheapest. I would say this is now, these are all my personal opinions. My concerns will be in the automotive field. These right here, the oil and the cleaners and brake cleaners and stuff like that might eventually soften or degrade the rubber I don't know. We haven't had them long enough to say. Now, I will say, if it does, take it back to Harbor Freight, get you a brand new one. But that's something you got to think about with that style of wrench or that style of screwdriver. I've had that happen before. That set right there, like I said, you get sales on all these. We bought that a few weeks ago. It's $19.99. They give us, as an ITC club member, that I pay for. I don't get it free. We get us 30% off coupon, anything $20 and under. We got that 7-piece set for $14. Now, if you just need a screwdriver set for your house to throw in the drawer or to put in a little toolbox in the shed or somewhere, just so you have screwdrivers, that right there is the set to get. I will say that right there is the set to get. You could go in there for $20, get a lifetime warranty set of screwdrivers that I don't think you're going to break them unless you abuse them. They're not pry bars, so you know. But you get a lifetime set. And if you do break them, you can go back and they will replace them. So I would say, from my opinion, these, if you're an electrician, you know, doing mild electrical work, you know, stuff like that, these are not for that, but you know, they kind of have that feel, you know, the climbs and stuff like that. But like I said, if you just need a good little set of screwdrivers for the house, $19.99, you can't beat this. If you're an ITC club member, then 30% off, you can't beat it. These screwdrivers are going back to coming out of the shop. They're going back to the house, going in the house box. So, you know, we need screwdrivers. That's where they're going to be, and we'll use them. Now, let's get to the next cheapest set, the S&K. Now, this set come off of Amazon. They do run sales and coupons on this set. This set can run anywhere between $25 to $35, give or take. You know how Amazon is. It's a good little set. I would also say, for the size of these tools, I would not buy these for automotive. The screwdrivers are just, they don't have any length. They're all pretty much basically about the same length. So, you know, everybody's came into where they need a longer screwdriver to reach a hose clamp or something like that. This right here, this set right here, you're not going to be happy with. Like I said, to me, that's a home set. I'm just that, and that's going back to the house, to the toolbox in the house. You know, so these two sets, I would consider these home. Now, the grip on these, I can say feels really good. They got a great grip. Now, if you were doing some, you know, just a lot of torch interior work and stuff like that, I like the feel of these. I've took my BMW apart with this set of this S&K torch. So the grip feels good. Downside, they just don't have any length to them. You know, the longest one we have here compared to the longest one on the Doyle, you know, I mean, you can see that is a huge difference. And I mean, basically, if we get apples to apples, this is pretty much matching up. So that's where I would say this is going to be a home set. You know, if you're just doing a lot light mechanic work, changing oils, doing air filter, stuff like that, you can pop your little clips on your breather box with this set, and that's good. Now, let's move on to what I guess the importers are focusing on, more of a professional line. These are not competing with Snap-on. They're not competing with Mac. These are in a class by themselves. These are good starter tools for starting techs that don't have to go spend $400 on a set of screwdrivers, $300 on a set of screwdrivers. You know, this is a good set. You know, this is a good set for DIYers like me and Josh. We come out in the shop on the weekends, we do some tool reviews, we work on a little Ford Ranger, and we're going to work on, you know, we got other plans for other cars we're going to do this summer. So with that being said, you know, this is what these are designed for. We have a little lighting issue that happens sometimes, but this is what these are designed for. Now, will they hold up in a 40-hour-a-week job, automotive job, tech job? I can't say. I'm not a 40-hour-a-week tech. I can say they've held up well for our 8 hours to 12 hours a weekend. So, and I've had no complaints on either set. So let's go to what's probably going to shock most people is third place on price, and that is the Icon set. The Icon set comes in at $49.99, and we did use a 15% off coupon for President's Day, and basically that coupon is good to this coming Monday, February the 17th, I believe. So it's a great set. I think it ended up being about $42, $43, plus tax. And like I said, it feels good. Yes, some people are going to say it looks very similar, and I would agree. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but ultimately, yes, you can only design the grip so many different ways. I mean, I can't. I mean, I know what's going on, but you can only design a grip so many ways. I mean, you're gonna copy somebody eventually, and you can't copy anybody here because it's screwdriver, and there's no patent, so it's free business. I mean, so more power to them. Harbor Freight is not focusing on professionals. I mean, they offer it to professionals. Professionals buy their tools, but I don't believe their primary goal is professionals. Their primary goal is the DIYers like ourselves that go out here on the weekends and work on cars and work on farm equipment and work on trucks and work on four-wheelers and motorcycles. That's who they focus on. And I'm thankful for that because, number one, I couldn't afford to go out here and buy new tools like I've been buying if I had to buy it off a tool truck. Just for the simple fact is I'm not making money with them tools, so it wouldn't justify it. So this is a very good alternative for the DIYer, and the new tech's coming out. But as for these, like I said, $49.99. I can say you got a bigger handle, grip. If you have small hands, you're not going to like these screwdrivers. I don't believe. I have medium-sized to large hands, and it's almost pushing the limits of what I like, to be able to grip around and stuff. So I'm just throwing that out there. If you have smaller hands, I probably would not recommend these. I would probably say you're going to want the next one. Just for the simple fact is these are pretty big, and that's the only complaint I have on these. They look nice, they come in a nice case, but they are extremely large in size on the larger sizes, even the smaller ones. I mean, let's compare. We'll just do a little comparison here. We'll get close. Well, that's about the closest S&K has. It's really big right here, and it tapers. This one's more conformed, and we'll come over here. Let's be fair about it. And it looks right. We'll get a Doyle here. All right. So for the size wise, I think where Icon is kind of missing the mark is this right here. This is too extreme, and that's just my personal preference. You take that with a grain of salt. It's just too extreme right here. This, we'll get this in a minute, but the Gearwrench fits good. The S&K, fits good. The Doyle, it fits good. I don't prefer this one, but it does fit good. The Icon is just that right there. I mean, I bought them. I'm going to use them, but like I said, I think that is a downside to the Icon line. Now, this is the most expensive set, but it is almost 3 times the tools as the other 3 sets. The Gearwrench set came off of Amazon, purchased with my own money, and it was $75. They do run sales. I think at the time of this video, they had special deal, 25% off. I think it was like $57. 20 screwdrivers for $57. That right there. So typically, that's pretty much putting that right at the cheapest. Pretty close. It's definitely cheaper than Icon on that aspect, piece by piece. But, you know, take it with a grain of salt. You know, it's going to how much you want to spend. And what you like. I mean, the Gearwrench come in the yellow and black. Icon comes in red and black. Doyle comes in the red and black. And the S&K come in the black and green. Some people buy off of color. But I will say this. Out of all 4 sets, we've used the Gearwrench more than any of them. And I am very happy. As you can tell, they're not the cleanest anymore. I am very happy with them. I would recommend this set. If you got a shop at home, this set feels so good in your hand. It's comfortable. You know, like I said, I like Icon, but this is one time I'm going to say Icon is not the one to buy. This is the set to buy. So nobody can say I'm a Harbor Freight fanboy, because I'm going to give you my honest opinion. We're going to give you our honest opinion. Josh says the Doyle set's the one to buy. I disagree, but anyway, everybody teaches on. But I will say this. If you're going to buy a set of screwdrivers anytime soon, buy this 20-piece Gearwrench. Put it on your watch list. Watch till it goes on sale for 25% off. Like I said, regular price is $75. We looked on it before we done this video, and this is the 15th of February, and they were 25% off, I think $56 and some change. That is a stupid deal for 20 screwdrivers. They have not slipped. They have not failed us. We've used them a whole lot. Pretty much that's the screwdrivers we grab all the time. That's the one that stays in the big orange Matco box, and that's the ones we use. We're fixing to do another project, another video series on building a tool cart. That's the screwdrivers that's going to go in that tool cart. Not the Icons, not the S&K, not the Doyle. Them Gearwrench screwdrivers will go in that tool cart, hands down. So, thanks for joining us on this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. That means a lot to us. Leaving a comment is awesome. I answer every comment that comes in. I answer them, you know, whether it's a thank you or I reply back to you. I answer to every comment. Like and subscribe. This is our Trash or Treasure series, and I don't think any of these are trash. I think they all have a purpose. So, but I'm gonna tell you the treasure. The treasure is right here. The Gearwrench is the treasure out of these 4 sets. I didn't get the Quinn set just because we already had 2 Harbor Freight sets, but I'm just going to tell you right now. If you break one, it might take you a month or 2 to get a replacement. But I will say this: that right there is probably one of the best feeling screwdriver sets I've used. They feel really good in your hand. I like the grips. But like I said, like and subscribe. That means a lot to us. That helps us. We're trying to get bigger so we can do more projects, do more tool reviews. We're going to get the 4 finished up here by, hopefully we're shooting for, you know, 2 more months, 3 more months. Still cold in North Carolina, so, you know, we're in a little small shop, as you can see with most of the videos. You know, we don't got some massive shop, so, you know, we're DIYers, so we're going to have to probably going to end up trying one of the blow-up paint booths. I'm thinking about ordering one and buying one to try a blow-up paint booth, because we're going to paint it. I mean, we're going to do everything ourselves. The only thing we might not do is if we have to get the windshield removed, I'll probably have somebody do that and put it back in, because I don't want to. That's kind of out of my comfort zone. I have painted, I have wrenched and stuff. So, but anyway, like I said, all in all, if you want something for your home, you don't want to go to Harbor Freight, go to Amazon, get your $30 S&K set. I don't think you can go wrong with them, but you know, that's where I would go. If you got a Harbor Freight local, go and spend $20 get them that day, get this Doyle set. If you break them, they replace them. They're lifetime guarantee, no questions asked. I've not experienced it firsthand, but I've seen people come in with broke stuff and they replace it no problem. Besides power tools and stuff like that, but hand tools, lifetime guarantee. The Icon. See, Josh think I'm gonna go in order, but the Icon, we're gonna rate that number. That's ranked number 2. So we're gonna do it like this. And but we're going to Icon. If you got big hands, you'll probably like them. They're okay. Are they overpriced? No, I think they're good quality. I would not. I mean, you know, get a coupon, use a coupon for them. Wait till they go on sale. They're worth having. They're nice. They're nice screwdrivers. You know, and sometimes, you know, you need two big Phillips. So that's what we have. We're gonna keep 2 sets here in the shop. But yeah, they're nice. They're worth the money. But like I said, they're worth the money more to me because if I break one, number one, I got a spare. Or number one, if I break it, I can go back and I can get it replaced. Right here, if you're building your toolbox, you're working on cars, you looking at screwdriver sets, get the Gearwrench, hands down. I'm gonna stick with that, and I do not think you would be disappointed with it. It's a good quality tool. They're a good company. Yes, if you break it, you will have to contact them, go through the website, fill the form out, take pictures of it, so on. But you know, they did replace my wrench. I mean, no questions asked. And we'll be doing a review on some Gearwrench wrenches too. I got 2 massive sets of them that I purchased with my own money, that I want to try, that I like the way they look. I actually have the Gearwrench Master set, which we will be reviewing soon too. So, like I said, you know, this is a Trash and Treasure series. We want to go through tools that are for the DIYer, that I feel like are meant for the DIYer, that are quality tools that will last you, that you can use, that you're not going to use one time, twice, and then the Phillips strips out on them, or the tip breaks off of them, or the wrench breaks. We want to find good quality DIY tools that you can use in your home, in your little shop, in your backyard, in your driveway, and get the job done. So let's rank them. Number 1, even though I don't like number 1, well, let's go to number 4. Number 4, because this is going to be controversial. I'm going to say S&K. And I have a ton of S&K tools. I got socket sets, USA S&K, S&K, and the only reason I'm saying that is because they're so short. And sometimes even around the house, you need a bigger screwdriver. So I'm going to say S&K is number 4. Number 3 goes to Doyle. Yes, it doesn't have the torques, but you got the larger screwdrivers, a little bit longer. I think these are going to work good, and they do feel good. I'm not going to lie. Number 3, we're going to go with the Icon. Number 2, excuse me. Number 2, we're going to go with the Icon. Great, a little large on the hands, a little heavy on the hands, but great screwdriver set. And if you buy them, you're not going to regret it. I don't think so. I don't regret buying them. I do like, I will say this. I do like the little extra length on the stubbies. That is one thing I do like. That does mean a lot. So when you kind of trying to get in a tight area, it's hard when you're trying to, your hands are a little greasy, you got grease on your gloves, and you're trying to hold this little thing right here. It's a little extra, that little extra ½ inch works a lot. Number 2, Icon. Number 1, hands down. If you're looking for a set to start a toolbox, tool cart, working around your house, if you're in the market to buy a set of actual good screwdrivers, for DIY, 20-piece, they got a smaller set, but I recommend get the 20-piece Gearwrench. It has every screwdriver you would possibly need to do, you know, no specialty stuff besides the 2 torques, but it does have every screwdriver I feel like you would need in the automotive except one, and that is a long one. None of these sets make long screwdrivers, and that's the downside. I'm sure Gearwrench has one, you can buy it separately. Icon does not. I've looked. Doyle, I haven't found them at Doyle, and I have S&K might, but I haven't found one. So that's one of the things. I remember when I worked as a tech in the transmission shop, I had a 18-inch long Phillips and I had 18-inch long flathead screwdriver. That sometimes you got to reach up in there and you got to get something way up in there or way down in the engine compartment, and you know, that's a lifesaver. So when we find it, we will get it and we will do a little quick review on it. But as for now, like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I hope this is beneficial to anybody. If you have any questions, leave a comment. You know, I mean, I get all kinds of comments, so nothing offends me. But leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer them. And we'll see you next time on Resto 25 Mods, Trash or Treasure.